Deirdre Paulson, Behavioral Health, Mayo Clinic Health System. The moment in my life where I knew I wanted to be a psychologist was when I was about 10 years old. My best friend's mother gave birth, and soon after he was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. That was the first time I had ever been exposed to some form of mental illness or mental diagnosis. And I became fascinated with that, and I was highly involved in his life and the family dynamics, and that really sparked my interest from very early on that I knew I wanted to go into psychology. I chose to become a clinical psychologist because I'm fascinated by human psychology. I am very interested in the relationships between the way people think, how that affects how they feel, what they're doing, which is their behavior, and then how all of that then affects your body's response, like increased heart rate, shaking, sweating, things like that. I love to meet people and learn more about their stories so that we can help connect all those pieces to help them have a healthier way of thinking, which then again will affect how they feel, behave, and how their body responds to that. What I like most about being a psychologist is there's multiple components to that. And the first is that I love working with people. I'm a very social person, and so being able to sit in a room with someone and have the honor of hearing their story and what's going on in their life that they don't typically share with someone else is really special to me, and I really enjoy doing that. On the other hand, the other part of my job is that I work with family med residents and physicians and help train them on how to improve their patient-centered communication skills. And I love working with physicians and teaching them about mental illness and try to help them break the stigma around seeking care for mental illness. A little bit about my family is that I'm married. I've been with my husband for a long time, and together we have one child and 2 adopted dogs that we got from shelters several years ago. What I like to do in my spare time is spend time socializing. As mentioned, I am a very social creature, and so any opportunity to see my parents, my sibling, go out with my spouse and child, see friends, any social activity I love to do. That can include going out and doing outdoor activities, playing games like board games, or just hanging out around like a bonfire in the fall. What most people might not expect to know about me when they meet me is that I completed 5 years of graduate school down in southern Mississippi. So my husband and I lived down there for many years and got fully ingrained in the culture down there, and we really loved living in the South. Deirdre Paulson, Behavioral Health, Mayo Clinic Health System.